People who call Tampa home might not realize it was one time known as Cigar City. In fact, Tampa's historic district, Ybor City, was founded in 1885 by a group of cigar manufacturers. Cuban, Spanish, and Italian immigrants worked the factories, and that included my late grandmother, Nana Katie. Many in Ybor are fighting to keep that legacy alive.
It's a labor of love. From start to finish, each Cuban cigar, Tabanero, is handmade in Tampa's historic Ybor City.
We do everything Cuban style. We make cigars the same way of 100 years ago, like it was done in Tampa. One artisan will start the cigars and finish the cigars. We don't work in pairs.
The tobacco is pressed overnight, and after rolled, every cigar is tested using a device that measures the draw.
We should be around 40. That's good. When the cigars are too spongy, like back in the days, grandpa cigars, every time you puff, it gets bitter. It has too much room inside, too much oxygen. If you go over 50, your cigar is going to be kind of tight. It will give you a headache trying to pull. So 40 is the winning number.
Tabanero Cigars in historic Ybor is designed to give visitors a front row seat to see firsthand how cigars are made.
And I bet you people must love coming by and watching it.
It's an amazing feeling. You know, it's fascinating how much support we get from the locals.
Inside, patrons can enjoy a slow burn.
To light up a cigar, you gotta make the time. It's an hour commitment. It's a ritual.
One that people seem to love in Ybor.
In here in Tampa, you get that vibe. It's fascinating. Tampa, Florida, especially Ybor City. If you see 5 people walking, one is going to have a cigar in his mouth.
And playing a hand in keeping history alive.
Because some people say, well, it's a dying art. No, it's not a dying art.
And a quick backstory about how the name Tabanero came about. A habanero is a guy from Havana. Yanko came to Tampa to open his business, so he called it a Tabanero, a guy from Tampa.
A really cool, neat bit of history there.
Yeah.
And you only touched on it, but you mentioned Nana Katie. So when did she, like what years, how long ago was she doing that?
So she would have been in the early 1900s, and a great backstory. My grandfather waited outside a cigar factory, waiting to ask her to marry him. And finally he saw her and he's like, I've been waiting outside the factory. She's like, you're at the wrong one. So they eventually met and they were together for more than 50 years.
Oh, well, he was determined.
Yeah, he was determined, exactly.
That is so cool. Thank you for sharing that.